If you recently became one of the many new gun owners, you might be looking for a residential storage container or a safe, but you want to make sure that it's going to be good and affordable. In this video, we're taking a look at the affordable yet popular and featured packed biometric vault by Wincent. Over the last few years, we've had millions of new gun owners who became gun owners for the first time because they wanted to make sure that they were able to protect their family, or more specifically, they're afraid they might not be able to purchase a handgun in the future. If you're one of those people, you might not already have a safe or a storage container, and in some cases, you might actually have to get one to comply with local laws. Oftentimes, though, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can go out and spend $1,000 or more on a safe from an established company, such as, for example, Browning, Winchester, or even Liberty Safe, which is the biggest one that's out there. Or if you're just starting out and you only have a handgun or two and you want to keep it closer to the nightstand, you might find yourself looking for something like this, which is going to be nice and small. Now, we do have a number of these types of safes that are coming out from brands such as Hornady. However, what you're going to also find is that you can generally get similar safes or possibly the exact same safe without the fancy name for significantly less money. And that's why I was actually really impressed with this guy. So on our channel over the past couple of months, we started covering a lot of overlooked items or items that gun owners wouldn't necessarily have on top of their mind. However, these are also going to be good products, especially if you're going to be on a budget. And this one is actually a pretty nice one, no matter the budget. So what we have here is a 2-pistol safe, and this is meant to be mounted either to into your nightstand or in the closet, and it's going to be quick access. So there's going to be 3 different ways you can access into the safe. First, you have a biometric lock here, you have a keypad, and then you have your traditional keys. Now, one of the things that's always on top of my mind and one of my biggest concerns is if you get a biometric one, if it's not going to read quickly enough, or if the battery dies, is there going to be still a way to get into the safe? And one of the things that I do appreciate about this one is that if all else fails, you still have the keys. So let's take a look at how it works, and let's take a look inside. So first we have the biometric lock, and I already pre-programmed this one. Put your key and boom, it's going to pop open. So inside, you're going to have space for, generally it's going to be 2 handguns, or let's say, for example, 1 handgun, a couple of magazines, and some ammo. And yes, I do realize this magazine is not for that handgun. So, inside, you're going to have nice padded up on top and the bottom. It's very thin foam. However, it's definitely going to protect your handguns from scratches. You also are going to have a light in here, and it's going to be on for a few seconds after you open up the safe. On the back here, you can have your battery compartment, and it is going to come, and it's 4 AAA batteries, and I'll include a close-up so you can see it here. It's 4 AAA batteries, which is what's going to keep the power to the entire unit. What's nice, and I've seen some other safes where it's like a battery pack that swings out. Here, it's a nice cover, and you can actually just put them in and close it up. So as far as the safe itself, it is, once again, for 2 handguns. It'll fit 1 here and then 1 this way. It'll actually fit 2 1911s, full-size 1911s, and I have tried that myself. It is a steel container. It is not super lightweight. But in either case, you do want to make sure that you're going to mount it into some place that's going to be sturdy. You have 2 anchors and 2 screws that are going to come with it, and on the back there are 2 pre-drilled holes in here. I do wish it was possibly 4, and if you're handy you can actually do that yourself. However, 2 of them will be fine. My one recommendation would be to make sure, even though you don't have the length to mount both of them into studs, make sure at least one of them is going into a stud, and that's going to provide a little bit more stability. Now, so I showed you the biometric one, and you can store, I believe, up to 50 different fingerprints. And the more fingerprints you store, it's going to be more reliable operation. You do have 2 latches on here, so it's going to be instead of 1, so possibly a little bit more secure from those people that are prying out. And there are anti-pry channels in here, so you do get a little bit more protection. Even though it's small, just make sure that it is mounted to somewhere secure. So the other way to access the safe is going to be through the number key lock, and this can be any number that you set between 3 to 6 digits. So mine is 1122, and boom, it's going to open up. Now to reset either the fingerprints or the key combination lock, on the back here there's a reset button. You press it quickly twice. It's going to beep, then set any number. So I just reset it to 112. Okay, it's going to double beep, then repeat it again, and then it's going to confirm. So now, 1111, boom, you are all set. So once again, let me actually reset it. 1122, 1122, and it's boom. 1122, bam. So one of the things that you can absolutely see is that this spring opens up with some good tension. So if you don't have it mounted in place, the force of it opening will actually swing it. So you definitely don't want to do that. Make sure that you do have it mounted. Overall, I feel this is a very good value for a nightstand safe or a residential storage container for storage if your state requires it. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, and overall it's going to be a very good value. The big thing is it is going to give you the convenience of a keypad and a fingerprint reader. However, when all else fails, you still have the keys. So that is the Wincent biometric safe.